Hi friends, let's discuss some common questions about the diet plan. All of you have received the diet plan. I want to make sure you all understand this thing and we don't repeat same questions for everybody again and again. So first thing, as the top left side, you see your name, your current weight, your target weight, and then by when you want to do it. It's roughly in 10 weeks, you want to lose 10 pounds. This is your total calories in your plan. This is for one day. In one day, you will eat this much calories there. And then it's the split of the macros, how much protein, carb, and fat. So for example, this plan says that 107 grams of total protein, 155 grams of total carbs, and 48 grams of total fat. Overall, will make total 1484 calories there. So within this, now it has the split of breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. Some people say that, hey, can I eat only twice a day or only thrice a day? Yes, absolutely you can, as long as your total calories still stay within 1484 is perfectly fine. For example, as part of the breakfast, you eat this much breakfast that's been assigned to you. But if you still feel hungry and you want to make your breakfast heavy, whatever the snack items are mentioned in your plan, you can eat them in the breakfast time also there, or you can keep them to eat whenever you feel hungry. For example, a scoop of protein, some nuts, some fruit, feel free to eat it whenever you want during the day. So it's fully flexible. Our goal is whatever we eat in the entire day should not exceed what's on our diet plan. That's number one. And let's see further here. Let's say it says bread. So this first one is the quantity. Either it's going to be the count or the measurement in terms of weight. For example, eggs, 2 pieces, ghee, butter, oil, all these three are the same. If you don't like to eat ghee, that's perfectly fine. You can use any oil that you want, but not to exceed 5 grams there. So what you want to do is at the start of the day, you want to measure the total quantity of everything that is there in your diet plan, at least for one day. If you are preparing your meals for one day, and then if you are preparing it for 2 days, you want to double it up, or if for 3 days, you want to make it triple, and then you may want to cook it together. It's up to you. For ghee, let's say, it says 5 gram in the breakfast, and then lunch, dinner will also have 5 grams or 10 grams. You can just add them all up and then measure it in the morning. So for example, in this diet plan, I have 5 plus 5, 10, and I think 10 I have in the dinner. So there is total 20 gram of oil or ghee assigned. So in the morning, you can measure 20 grams, and when you're cooking your food, just don't exceed more than 20 grams for that day there. You don't have to be exact 5 grams in the breakfast and exact 10 grams in the lunch. It doesn't have to be that way. That's one. And then the second is you see this calories mentioned against each item. There's some purpose why it's been mentioned. For example, let's say the veggies. Even though your veggies is 200 grams, but if you see the calories, it's only 40 calories against the 200 grams veggie. So this does not mean that you can eat any 200-gram veggies. For example, if you take 200 grams of potatoes, the calories would be much higher than 40 calories for that. Same thing if you take peas, it's going to be much more. You want to take other green veggies, leafy veggies, or zucchini, squash kind of veggies, mushrooms, okay. Whenever you are taking any veggie, you want to make sure that it stays within the 40 calories there, right? Similar thing is for this one, dal, chickpeas, rajma, moth beans, any of these you can, these are all like protein items. These have like protein as well as carb. So you can take 30 gram of any of these varieties, chana, chickpeas, dal, rajma, any kind of dal, does not matter. Macros are the same for them mostly. So this 30 gram means the raw dal. So all these quantities that are mentioned, you want to weigh them, measure them in the raw form. Same thing for the rice. You weigh the rice, raw rice, which is not cooked, measure it, 40 grams, and then add it up to see what's in your dinner. Say if it's also 40 grams, then you're gonna add it up to Oops, in this plan, I think I don't, oh, I have wheat flour here, which is perfectly fine. So wheat flour macros are exactly same as rice or quinoa. You can make any of these. Like if you feel like eating breads, you can use wheat flour, 40 grams, make dough and then cook it. Or let's say if you want to eat rice, quinoa, that's still perfectly fine. Within rice, can you eat white rice, brown rice? All of those are having the same macros with slight variations there. Like most of them will have 138 calories for 40 grams. So you can take any variety of those. If you have similar item in the breakfast, let's say for 40 grams, you can take oats also for the 40 grams. Oats also has the same macros there. If you want to feel like eating the bread which is in your refrigerator instead of cooking anything, make sure you don't exceed 138 calories. Your bread packet has mentioned how many calories are there in each bread. It's going to be mostly 70 to 100 calories in one slice of the bread. So when you are making a purchase for the bread, you want to make sure you buy low calorie breads there. Those are the things. And then other common questions that I get is, can I eat, let's say, yogurt instead of the milk that we have in the plan? You absolutely can. You want to pay attention to the calories. Let's say this one item, instead of the milk, you want to eat something else. You want to make sure whatever food that you replace it with should have the same calories there. For example, the milk, if you replace with yogurt, that is perfectly fine. You want to make sure you check the calories label of the yogurt that you're eating, and then that should not exceed like this much calories there. It should be approximate these many calories. Second thing is, let's say you have milk for 107 calories. Can you not take milk, instead take all the sugar for 107 calories? Absolutely not. Why not? If even though both are same calories, why not? That is because the milk has completely different macros. If you see that within milk, you have 6 grams of protein, 10 grams of carb, and then 4 grams of fat. But if you take sugar, sugar only has 0 gram of protein, carb, and then 0 gram of fat. It has only carb there. So even if you match the calories of the sugar with the milk, both are not replaceable because their macros are different. Same goes with any other item that you want to replace. Nuts and dry fruits here, within nuts, is almonds good or walnuts good? Doesn't matter. You take 15 grams of each of those. Most of them have fat, protein, a little bit of carb there. Macros are the same. Fruit, within fruit, 100 grams of fruit, you see that it has 88 grams of calories. I would like to avoid banana fruit or high sweet fruits there, like pear, etc. if your goal is to lose weight and you want to make sure you don't exceed these many calories there. Let me see if I'm missing anything there. You want to avoid potatoes, peas, bananas. These are like high calorie food items. Even though you have veggies mentioned, you can't take like 200 grams of potatoes to replace that veggie. It should be like leafy vegetable, green vegetables, like those. And other than that, we already covered when you can eat these items. You can eat twice a day, thrice a day. It's up to you. Just stay within these limits there. Tea and coffee related question is most commonly asked. If you are adding milk to your tea, coffee, you want to make sure you don't exceed more than this in the entire day. And if you are not adding milk, let's say, if you're not adding milk or sugar, it really does not matter how much tea, coffee you are taking during the day. You can drink coffee as much as you want, hot tea as much as you want, hot water as much as you want during the day. It's up to you. Just listen to your body. Don't overdo it. It's a good way to manage hunger, like drinking hot water or tea or coffee, etc. For protein, I like to mention plant-based Vega protein. It's not 1 gram, it's actually 1 scoop. So it should say that 1 scoop of protein, it is like around 120 calories, and it gives you 20 grams of protein roughly there. You can take any protein, but if you have digestion issues or you have irritable bowel syndrome related issues, you want to get some plant-based good protein. After a lot of hit and trial, I realized that plant-based Vega proteins are really good. I did post a screenshot of a specific variety that I like. You can take that. Egg whites liquids are really good. You can mix it up with one egg. You have make sure you still stay within your macros. If you have egg in your diet plan, take that, mix it up with the egg white that's mentioned, and then you can cook it really well. If not, you can just cook the egg white also there. If you have sweet tooth, you really want to eat something sweet, etc. There are some sweet 0-calorie pickles available for that are made out of like cucumber, vinegar, etc. You can try that. Or in the Costco, you can get a some variety of sweetener, which is monk fruit. Does not have chemicals, made out of fruit. Try that monk fruit sweetener. That's really good as well. You can add that in any food. It's 0-calorie food. Try that, and if you still have any questions, let me know. I can help answer those questions there. Sorry, I missed one question. One another commonly asked question is, I have this diet plan, can I share this with my friend or with my spouse, etc.? I would not recommend, because everybody is different. Let's say you have this diet plan for 1484 calories and you want to share it with your spouse. She or he may need less or more calories to lose weight based on their body type, their current body weight, their height, age. A lot of things does matter. For example, if you are taking 100 steps, you and your wife, both of you will burn different calories after taking those 100 steps there. So it really depends on what's your total weight. If your total weight is more than the other person, you are going to burn much more calories there. So each body is different. That's why I asked for those details about how much is your body weight, how much what are the inches around your body, etc., for various body parts there. All of those are taken in account to calculate your BMR and then total daily energy expenditure. Then we try to calculate how much is your calorie need for a day. So I would not recommend following the same diet plan for two different persons there. That's all I had to share in this video. If you still have any other questions, let me know. Thank you.